Hi, my name is Joey Podesta. I did my internship at John Sorensen Catering in St. Helena, California. Through this internship, I've really learned to enjoy the food and beverage industry. And in this video, I'm going to break down a typical day at work at the catering company. On a typical day, this is where you come in, you check in. These are our event order forms. This is where you find out what type of event you're doing. This is mine for tomorrow. So this is going to be a crab feed. Tells me how many people it's going to be, 175 people. Okay, this also tells me who I'm going to be working with, who my supervisor is, and the other person that's going to be doing the event. Now this really helps you to know what you have to do for the day. Here at Sorensen Catering, we do 4 main types of events. The first event is going to be the lobster feed. The lobster feed is the main event. I'll get into much more detail about it later because that's what we spend most of our time doing. Also, we do crab feeds. We also do barbecue. So anything we could toss on the rotisserie, from a whole pig to a bear and a beef or even duck. And also we do lunch once a week. Some of my duties here in the kitchen at John Sorensen Catering will be the setup and takedown of events, service at events, prepping, that's actually done here in the kitchen. Cooking is done on site usually, depending on event. We do the cleanup, and also we have to do dishes. Typically when we're getting ready for a lobster feed, this is how all the prep is done. Everything is set aside, already separated. Like here we have all of our spices. We're gonna have our onions set up, made for each pot. We have all of our lemons. We have our artichokes. We got our corn. Sausages will be in the fridge and lobsters will be arriving in the morning. Now this is the prep sheet. This lets us know how many people there are and what is needed for that amount of people. Now the pots are typically about this size, and we fill these up. We boil the water, we toss the seasoning in, and then at certain intervals of time, we add all the other ingredients we have here. For a typical lobster feed, what we would be doing is when we show up on site, we unload all of our pots, get the water in there and start boiling water. And usually the chef will stay with the pots and man the pots while whoever else is on duty is going to the tables to set them. We roll out wax paper across all the tables. We put out our buckets with crackers, napkins. We start cutting up lemons. We get that all on the table, salt, pepper, and we get all that stuff ready and set. We put bibs out on every chair so that everybody has a bib to wear because eating lobster gets a little messy. Now, while we're doing all that, the chef is usually cooking, but usually we finish and we come back and we help him. So everything that we discussed earlier that we have prepped already goes into the pots, and when it's done, we'll take it all out, pour it down the middle of the table, and that way it's all spread out across the table. Everybody enjoys their meal, and we end up serving them more napkins, getting them butter, whatever they might need throughout the event while they're eating. And we help them cracking their lobster tails, whatever it might be, and then we will clean up. And the cleanup's usually fairly easy. Everything's left on the table. We fold up the wax paper and then roll it into a big roll, and we throw it away. Here at the kitchen, we do lunch once a week on Tuesdays. It's kind of a locals deal because what we'll do is we'll send a mass text message out to all the people in the area to let them know what we're having for lunch that day. Usually it's a pulled pork sandwich or a chicken sandwich or a beef sandwich with a side salad and a drink. People love to come by because we're located right next to Flora Springs Winery, and there's a great little courtyard, outdoor dining right next to the vineyard, which is awesome. So people like to come in and get a glass of wine, grab lunch, sit down, and hang out. Thank you for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. I do apologize I wasn't able to film at an actual event, but I sure did enjoy myself, and I hope you did too.